Greetings, toy heads, and welcome to another episode of Go Figure with me, your host, Eli Williams, the action figure show about news, reviews, collecting tips, customizations, kit bashing, everything that goes into this fun, nerdy hobby that you and I both love. And in this special episode, we're going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, the Mandalorian R5-D4. Had this and Crystar on pre-order from Amazon. They rolled in a couple days ago for this one. Because I did Crystar and put that up yesterday. If you haven't watched that, go back and check it out. So let's jump in here. We've got the windowed packaging back, obviously. Star Wars The Black Series. There you can see R5-D4 in all his droidiness. Star Wars The Mandalorian, R5-D4, warning, choking hazards. Don't put any of this in your mouth. Ages 4+. Hasbro. On the side of the box here, we've got the R5-D4 part of the collage. For the Mandalorian wave. On this side, more box side and Star Wars The Black Series. Here on the back, we've got that artwork from that collage and a multilingual blurb about R5-D4. Everybody knows who R5-D4 is because he had a bad motivator, which I believe he comes with, which is kind of funny. Number 33 in the Mandalorian wave, jibbery-jabbery legal jargon across the board, ages 0 to 3, you know what that means.
If your child is not born yet, they shouldn't play with these toys.
That's right, you're welcome. Disney, Hasbro, and then on the bottom, more jibbery-jabbery legal jargon, Houses of Klingon, and barcode. Let's get him out of the box, get him on the pedestal, and have ourselves a look. And here we have him on the pedestal. Let's have a look at his accessories. Just like his counterpart, R2-D2, he has a series of arms. All, with the exception of one, are different. I was very surprised to see this. We have one here. Let's see if we can get this in frame here. This one looks like it should attach to something else. It's got a little peg on the end of it, and I'm not for sure if it goes on any of these others. Yeah, I don't know. I guess not. But we've got we have sort of a gray some type of probe with a little bit of gold paint app there on the center of it. Nice texture to it. It's got some scalloping or some ribs there on the front. This should be the end that goes in him. But this, I don't know. I don't know really what this is, but that's one of the arms. And then we have this one, which is some type of claw or prying device, I would assume. This as well, and it's got the black paint app there on the end, and there's the peg that pops into him behind his panels. But yeah, some type of, almost looks like a pry bar or like a crowbar type of thing. So I don't know on that. Then we have this little tiny, I don't even know if we can get that in there. Like a little, I thought this might be the bad motivator that you pop out of his head, but he's got the antenna there. So I don't know if that removes or not. We'll have to look at that when we get to it. But yeah, there's this really tiny, little thing. I don't know exactly. It's got a hole in the end of it. I don't know really what that is. Then we have this one, which has got some gold and black paint apps on it, and this looks like a drill. That really looks like a drill. We've got some black going into gold paint apps on that one. And then we have this one, which is another one with some black paint apps on it. But this one also looks like it's got a peg on it that goes into something else. So that's very strange and mysterious. And then here is the interface arm, and we all know what this is. That's got some coppery colored metallic paint on there. All of those arms are in gray. And then here we have R5-D4, and R5-D4 stands at approximately, well, to the top of his antenna, 4.5 inches, but just slightly less than 4 inches tall on him. And I'm knocking stuff over. Just wanted to bring in R2-D2 here. Let's scoot him over here just so we can do a little compare and contrast here. Obviously, complete reuse of the head down on the body here, with some minor nuances here and there. First off, the one most noticeable are the fact that the arm panels that open up are painted. They actually are painted red. Other than that and the head, it's pretty much a 100% reuse of R2-D2. One thing you might also mention too is, if you notice, and this is accurate to the film, which is that the legs are reversed. So if you look at R2-D2's right leg, his right leg is R5-D4's left leg, which is accurate to the film. If you look at the pictures, that is correct. Let's move R2 out of the way here. Looking at articulation, it's pretty much the same as R2-D2. Head rotates all the way around. Legs rotate all the way around. You do have a hinge at the bottom of the treads, or the feet, I guess, or arms, depending on, well, I guess it'd be feet. With this, just like R2-D2, this pops up. And you can, there is a way I think you can get that out of there, but I don't want to do it. I saw Fwoosh on Fwoosh, on Robo Don't Know. I guess it's just Robo now because he's moved to his own channel. I watched him pop this out, but I don't really want to do that. But the neck pops up for storage for the arms on there, and then when you push that back down, you just kind of have to turn that. And I guess this one doesn't turn, it just snaps in. Okay, so that's a little bit different. R2-D2, you actually had to turn the head. Okay, but there's a catch in the front. So as long as he's facing forward there, that will pop right up. And then we have the arms here that pop out of the front, which I overlooked the first time when I did the 40th anniversary R2-D2. But you do have those little arms that pop out there, and you just have to kind of get your fingernail in there and get those out. This is the hardest part, really. Getting these little panels open. You kind of have to push at the back of them. And let's get his leg out of the way. You kind of have to push at the back of that panel to get that, and then get your fingernail in there, or some type of tool like an X-Acto blade. And this one is being contrary. There we go. To get those arm panels open, so you can put the different arms in there, and there are 3 holes on each behind each panel that you can put those in. Now I want to look at, oh yeah, and also we've got the, and this is probably gonna, because of the R2-D2 when I did, okay, there we go. So yeah, you just kind of got to get your finger in there to pull that third leg out. Now my real question is, because this one doesn't have the pop out, at least I don't think that it does. Or maybe it does. No, I don't think that this one has the little pop out panels in the head to put anything in. Well, this one does sort of feel like it might come out, but I don't think that's coming out. Yeah, well, it does have that look like it could come out. But I don't know. I kind of feel like this small piece is like, you know, this R2 unit's got a bad motivator and that little thing popped out of his head. But it doesn't really... I mean, those sort of look like they'd pop out, but I just can't see them doing that. try like all of them. If they do, they're very, very difficult to get out. I thought maybe this antenna popped out and you could put something, but now that little antenna is in there. So I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pick at this all day. I don't really see that any of those pop out. So I'm not exactly sure where that little thing goes on him. It doesn't seem to fit in his eyes. I guess if you want to call those eyes, those eye sockets. At any rate, you can store all of the arms in the neck, like I told you about. Get him sort of lined up here. I will say this leg swivel, there we go. It did not want to swivel very well. All right, so let's get him off the pedestal and we'll line him up with some other characters and we'll see how he scales up. And here we have him with the Medico Mafex Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, the Hasbro Marvel Legend Series Retro Comic Ultron, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series General Hawk, and the Mattel DC Universe Classics Cyborg. All in all, I'm very, very pleased with him. I wanted to get R5-D4. I may still try to get my hands on the original so I can have him in my New Hope section, because I haven't really decided whether or not I'm going to put this guy in my New Hope section or my Mandalorian section on my shelves. But I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. It looks really good. I still feel that maybe these things are just a tad bit too big. They feel like they just needed to be scaled down a little bit. Somewhere in between, like a Goldilocks zone between where they were and where they are now. They look really big to me, but that just might be me. So yeah, that will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Smash that bell so you can get information on all the good things coming out of my channel. You all have yourselves a great week and a great day. I'll see you next time, and until then, don't forget to get your figure on. Take care.